This is a true story about
the man they called Wolfy.
But what I would like to know is why. Why did they call him Wolfy? I mean, after all, his real name was Gregdon Cole. And besides, who the heck is Wolfy? Yeah, who the heck is Wolfy? Well, to answer that question, we'll have to go back, way back, to when Gregdon first met Wolfy. Gregdon loved to go out walking in the woods and taking pictures of the scenery and that. And one day he ran into a timber wolf by the name of Wolfy. Wolfgang. As they were talking, they learned that Gregdon was tired of living alone all by himself, with no one to talk to. And Wolfy also was tired of living by himself. So he asked Wolfy to come and live with him at his house. And the two of them became very good friends. And they decided to go into show business together. And so they worked up a show and took it to work on the third shift, to the third shift team meeting. And the show was such a big hit that they asked that Wolfy and Gregdon come back every week to do a show at the third shift team meeting. It wasn't long until Wolfy became the team mascot, and shortly after that, a couple of guys from the third shift team started calling Gregdon Wolfy. Soon, all of third shift was calling Gregdon Wolfy. And half of them didn't even know his real name. And it wasn't long until second shift started calling Gregdon Wolfy. Soon, first shift was calling Gregdon Wolfy. Wolfy and Gregdon did most of their shows at the team meeting. But they did do a children's Christmas party in 2005. But most of the rest of the shows were done at the third shift team meetings. And here is just a few of the shows that they did for the third shift team. There were these two woodsmen. What were their names? Bob and Dida. Yeah, Bob and Dida, that's right. And one day, Wolfie, why don't you tell the story?
All right. Once there's these two woodsmen. Their names were Dad and Duda. And one day they were cutting down trees like they do every day. But on this particular day, a tree fell on Duda and killed him dead.
No.
Yes.
Poor Duda.
Tar Duda, tar Dad, you know. He didn't know what he was going to tell Duda's life.
Oh, yeah, poor Bob.
So all the way to Duda's house, he thought and he thought. And when he finally got to Duda's house, he took a big, deep breath. Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome, Wolfie.
He knocked on the door. Thanks again, Greg.
You're welcome, Wolfie.
And when Duda's wife answered the door, Dad said, "Guess I got killed in the woods today, Duda, Duda."
There were these two Mexicans driving down the road, and pretty soon they hear a clunk, and the passenger says to the driver,
"Hey, senor, I think you just ran over somebody's chicken."
And the driver said, See how you know it was a chicken? And the passenger said,
"Because I hear it go clunk."
The driver said, See, and they drive on down the road, and pretty soon they hear a clunk clunk, and the passenger says to the driver,
"Hey, senor, I think you just ran over somebody's dog."
See how you know it was a dog?
"Because I hear it go clunk clunk."
See, and they drive on down the road, and pretty soon they hear a clunkety clunk clunk clunk.
"Hey, senor, I think you just ran over a man from Florida."
See how you know he was from Florida?
"Because I hear him say something about sunny beaches."
There was a man and wife from Denmark driving down the road, and his name was Ollie, and her name was Lana. And as they were driving, they ran over a skunk. And Lana says,
"Ollie, I think you just ran over a skunk."
Yeah, Lana, I saw that.
"But Ollie, I think the skunk had babies."
Yeah, Lana, I saw that too.
"But Ollie, shouldn't we go back and take out the baby skunks?"
Yeah, Lana, I suppose you're right. So they turn the car around, and Lana's holding the baby skunks on her lap. And pretty soon she says,
"Ollie, I think the baby skunks is cold."
We'll put them under your dress, Lana."
"But Ollie, what about the snail?"
Don't worry, Lana. They get used to it. And so now you know all about
the man they called Wolfy.